Going live, going live, going live. Hey. This one's not going. There we go. Okay. I don't know. It's got more things. We're still not going live on Facebook. Yay. That's not connecting. Yay. Going live. All right. Going on the phone again because I don't know what I'm doing wrong on the laptop. But anyway, every time I try to go live on the laptop, I don't figure it out. So I'm not that smart. So anyway, we're going to try to get this to where you can see everything from the phone. YouTube, we're going to back this up a little bit because we're outside, right? To the messy backyard. We're going to use the barbecue. We're going to do nopales. What are nopales? They are, I'm going to have a hard time. Facebook, you're killing me. Nopales are prickly pear pads. Prickly pear pads. Facebook, you suck. So, anyway, Facebook doesn't have us. So, YouTube, you get the benefit of seeing us live. We're basically going to make nopales. We're going to make some rice. We're going to make some beans. We're going to have some avocado, cilantro, a lot of the traditional. Hey, we're back, Facebook. Guess what? We are going to do some nopales. What are nopales? They are prickly pear pads, right? So we have a lot of those in the American Southwest, here in Arizona especially. In fact, maybe only in there. No, I think prickly pears are saguaros. I think we only have in the Sonoran Desert. But anyway, prickly pears are. Goodbye, Facebook. Irritating. So anyway, we are going to grill the nopales. We are going to grill some jalapenos. We are going to grill some hatch green chilies. And Facebook, I'm still trying to figure out what to do. Facebook, I'm trying to come back to you. Facebook, you're taking forever. You're making YouTube look good. Facebook, you're making YouTube look good because you will not connect either on my laptop or my phone. So anyway, we're doing nopales. We're doing some rice. We're doing some beans. We're cheating. We talk about the hierarchy of health. Today, we're cheating. We're doing black beans from a can. So as you know, in the past, cans had a lining on the inside, and it was BPA. BPA is really bad for you. They've improved, but that plasticky coating that they have on the inside of cans is still probably not the best thing for you. I love glass containers, right? So anyway, we're going to start chopping up some tomatoes. We are going to start chopping up, and Facebook, you went away again. Perfect. So we're going to cut these very small. We're going to dice them very small. We are going to do a little bit non-traditional, and we are not using just a white onion, which is a traditional pico. We are going to use some purple also. So, and Erin is not going to cut her fingers, and she's going to try to make a very small dice because that is kind of what pico is. It's basically you get like 4, we're going to use 5. You get 4 big tomatoes, or you get 8 smaller tomatoes. You get 1 onion. You get cilantro. You get a 1/4 cup, or I'm going to just use the juice of 3 limes. And that's basically about it, right? So you can add some jalapeno in there. Thing about jalapeno, when you're doing jalapenos or any kind of chili, the heat comes mainly from the seeds. So if you can get rid of the seeds, then you're getting rid of a lot of the heat. We're going to do 2 kinds of pico. We're going to do pico with some jalapeno, and we're going to do some pico without jalapeno. And my phone does not work well right here. So, Facebook, I apologize. This is going to suck for you, and I hate this. So, I know that...
so, go follow the YouTube page.
Go to YouTube! Even though YouTube isn't on Facebook right now, so I can't tell you that. So, I'm going to put that in there also. Facebook, you're killing me! YouTube is killing you in my backyard. So, anyway, we're making some pico. I've been talking about this on the YouTube channel. Ermin, my lovely assistant, is dicing up onion, right? Traditionally, you use a yellow or white. Facebook, you suck. Blah, blah, blah. Watch your language, folks. Watch your language. Even though that I've told you that this is not a channel for children. Watch your language. All right. Facebook is irritating me immensely. Facebook, first of all, I can't get onto you on laptop. I don't know how to do it. Drives me nuts. But right now, in Chaos Kitchen, Erin is helping me out. Thank God she is here with us this week, because this would be even worse of a presentation if I were doing this all alone. And this is what I would love to do with you, is cook. Do you have an amazing recipe? Do you have a vegetable dish that you would love to go live? And that's the funniest thing I ever heard. Anyway, not to regress, but I'm trying to make this as seamless as I can for both Facebook and YouTube. And Facebook is killing me. Facebook, you are killing me. Look at YouTube. They're doing such a good job. Go to YouTube and watch the replay, because on Facebook, it's not doing great. My backyard does not like Facebook for some reason. So obviously, at my house in the backyard, Wi-Fi is much better than the network from T-Mobile. T-Mobile, get your act together. In Avondale, you ain't so great. So anyway, look at this. Fine chop. We've got, holy smokes, look at that. Editing skills. This is amazing. Erin did an amazing job. We're going to take a look here. Choppy, choppy. Fine dice. She does a fine dice much better than I do. Awesome. Be careful with your knife. My son earlier cut his finger. Because he got a hold of the knife, and I was not a great parent. I was not supervising him well enough. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube now. Hallelujah. Chaos Kitchen. Are you with me? Are we still doing this thing? Facebook sucks.
Are you on your Wi-Fi on your phone?
No, maybe I should try. Let's see if I can fix that. Let's go here. Let's go. Usually Wi-Fi doesn't work great on my phone. Let's do that. Let's go back to Facebook. Let's see if Facebook on Wi-Fi will do better. YouTube, I know this is total chaos. Chaos Kitchen. That is why we subtitled this Chaos Kitchen, right? We're still learning. So I'm gonna have Erin do about a quarter to a half of this white onion to go with the purple onion. So this pico is maybe not as traditional as a normal Mexican recipe. Typically, you're going to see white or yellow onion in a pico de gallo. We're adding a little bit of color with purple. Purple. So our pico is going to be a little bit of purple onion. Sorry for the, I think I've got it on Wi-Fi now. So Facebook, hopefully we don't keep losing you. The Wi-Fi or the network in my backyard is not as great. So we're going to try to keep this going. Total chaos. That's why I subtitled this channel Chaos Kitchen, right? We're going to get better as time goes on. And as we improve, we would love for you to come on the show and cook with us. Maybe Erin will be here. Maybe she won't. She's not here every week, but I appreciate it when she is. And this show is going to be much more amazing than last week, because guess what? Last week I got called out to a STEMI, which is the reason I am doing this show. I don't want you to have a STEMI. I want you to be as healthy as you can. And I think that the more whole vegetables that you can get into your diet, the better it is for your health. And when I'm cooking for myself, I do hardcore forks over knives, no oil. I do eat oil sometimes. My wife cooks with oil. So, but it is my belief that the healthiest diet is a whole plant-based diet. Now, there may be some argument for eating a little bit of meat, and I am not going to argue with you too highly if you are an omnivore. But what I'm going to suggest is, if you are an omnivore, adding more whole veggies to your diet can only improve your health. That's the only thing I'm trying to get here. And I'm trying to find ways for you to find dishes that are not only healthy and easy to make, but more importantly, they taste great. Anyway, I also have a channel on YouTube, so sometimes, hopefully I get better at this. Probably going to start using StreamYard to do it to both platforms. But anyway, if you follow me on YouTube, maybe I will get better there too. I can only get better. It can only go up from here, folks. And look at this. Erin is doing an amazing job. And thank God she's here because I'm having to hold my phone because we decided to do this outside. So in Phoenix, where I'm located, we're still hot. This is supposed to be autumn, guys. We're supposed to be going into autumn. And it looks like I probably need to sharpen this knife because Erin's having a little bit of a hard time cutting this. I might go inside and grab her a knife that's a little bit sharper. I tried to sharpen this knife last week, but obviously it didn't do the greatest job. So anyway, once again, this is Chaos Kitchen for you guys. Do you need a sharper knife?
Probably. It's hard to cut it.
Yeah, I know. I should try to sharpen that. All right, guys. Erin's going to be here. You're going to go grab it? All right. So we're going to talk, like I said, I call it the hierarchy of health. This is what I think. I think that the more vegetable whole plants that you can get in your diet, the better it is for you. And there's levels of health. I think that frozen vegetables are really good for you still. I think that maybe canned vegetables might be the lowest level of whole plants that are good for you. And what I would suggest to you is that we as Americans probably eat too much meat and processed shit. And if we can decrease that amount, we can only improve our health. So I think that so many things. There's fiber in plants. There's phytonutrients that you don't get from meat and processed stuff that are extremely important in your health and can not only help with the gut microbiome, but I would suggest that the gut microbiome can also in turn help you with your mental health. It can help you with most aspects of your health. So I'm trying to get more and more preventative in medicine. So I'm a cardiac nurse. I see people have heart attacks all the time. I've seen people die from heart disease. And my goal is for me to never have a cardiologist, right? So that is what I am trying to do here. Do I always follow a whole plant-based diet? Not always, but I try to do it more so than not. My wife cooks for me at times. She uses oil, but when I cook for myself, I do not use oil. Do I eat out sometimes? Do I sometimes... I make the best choice of where I'm at. And I haven't eaten meat or most any dairy product in a very long time. I got to say that cheese, occasionally people have put it on my salad and I've still left it on or whatever. So have I gotten a little bit in my diet? Absolutely. I think that you can't stress too much. You can't be totally inflexible. But what I would suggest to you is that the more plants that you can get in your diet, the healthier you will be. And there's certain plants like beans, which if you are vegan, beans and legumes and peas and hemp, these are the ways that you are going to get protein, right? So if you are somebody who is not eating any meat of any kind, you need some protein. It's important for you. You need to get beans and legumes and that kind of stuff. And what I'm going to suggest to you is you're going to see some stuff out there about lectins. Yeah, lectins are bad for you. So here's the thing. With beans, you need to cook them. Wet cook, boil. It's best to soak. If you're doing dry beans, you need to soak them for a while. It's even good to rinse them off to get rid of the lectins. Cook them slow and cook them with a lot of water, and you will get rid of the lectins. They will be safe. But if you try to dry cook beans, then it can not be good. And you also find some people that are selling maybe some lectin blockers, which I don't think are necessary. If you know a little bit about nutrition and if you follow the guidelines of cooking them in water long enough and soak them long enough, you will be safe with lectins, right? So they aren't the best for you, but I would suggest that beans as a vegan, vegetarian, whole plant-based person are necessary. So this is a Mexican-inspired dish. It is nopales. It is pico de gallo. It is some rice, some beans, and Erin is chopping a little bit for us. Whole plants. Maybe if you every once in a while substitute your candy bar with a carrot. Hey, there's your tip of the day. So anyway, I'm going to turn on the grill. I'm going to put this phone where hopefully you can see Erin still. And we're going to start grilling a little bit to kind of try to change things up a little bit. burner on the side. Thank God we got the pan with the metal handle. I can put it in here with the other stuff. We're going to need to get that rice to a boil. And Aaron, in a minute, is going to look up how long you need to cook rice for, because I don't have that in front of me. I didn't print out stuff on cooking rice. So here is one way that you might get healthy too, is you're going to need a whole grain, a bean, and a green, right? If you could eat that for a lot of your meals, that would be so healthy for you. I don't know if you're familiar with Dr. Michael Greger. He also has the Daily Dozen. These are plants that he feels are very healthy. I have a lot of respect for Dr. Michael Greger, and this is one of the people that I follow to get some of my nutrition advice. So here's what I think about medicine. Western doctors are still necessary, but you can do a lot to not need a lot of specialists in your life. I think that it's also wise to get your blood checked once a year, maybe every 6 months, especially if you find that you have some sort of problem. Let's say that your A1C is starting to creep up. Your hemoglobin A1C is starting to creep up. Let's say that your lipid profile is off the charts, too high. There are things that you can do that may prevent you from having to go on medication, to bring a new specialist into your life to figure out how to do that with medicine. You can prevent having to take some medicine by taking control of your own destiny, preventing a lot of disease. And it is my belief that one of the things that you can do is limit the amount of meat, the amount of processed oil, processed foods in general, and this can only be beneficial in your health, right? You control your health. So much of your health can be taken on by you. The more you know, once again, like I said, blood work, knowing where some of your labs are. If you are vegan, B12 may be a supplement that you need in your life. Even if you eat meat as you age, B12 might be something that you need to supplement in your life. Only way you'll know is, hey, if you get some blood work and know what it's at. So if you're starting to feel lethargic or have any number of symptoms, maybe getting some blood work from a general practitioner, or maybe you can find a doctor that specializes in integrating things with some preventive medicine. That might be wise too. So anyway, like I said, Chaos Kitchen, we're still in the process. We may have to finish this. Like I said, we're trying to limit this to 30 minutes because we don't want to bore you. Maybe what we'll do is we will put the finished product on the Facebook page. Maybe YouTube will do another video. I haven't decided what is the best way to do this. So Chaos Kitchen, we're getting better week by week. It's awesome that Aaron helps me out because I enjoy cooking as a team with people. And what I would suggest to you is if you have a dish that can be made with all vegetables without oil, I would love to do that right here with you. We could talk about that, see how that works for you. I really enjoy exploring ethnic foods, Indian cuisine, Mexican cuisine, getting more into the grassroots of things. And that is what I'm all about. Like, I want to try to find flavors that you enjoy that is a whole plant-based dish. Do I sometimes go to Chipotle and I get the tortilla, which is processed, and the vegetables are probably cooked in oil. So once again, it's about making the best choice for where you're at, when you're at, and that's what I would like to impart into you. If there's one piece of advice, it's like, hey, make better choices in the long term. Will you occasionally screw up? Absolutely. Will you occasionally make mistakes in life? Absolutely. You're a human being, and we learn from our mistakes. And what I'm suggesting to you is prevention. A little bit of prevention goes a long way in preventing disease. So if you believe that, I would love to see some sort of comment in the comments below. Say something about like, hey, Mark, I want to prevent disease because I want to live. So here's part of my story too. Like, I am old and I have 2 young kids, right? I want to see as much of their life as I can. I want to participate in as much of their life as I can. I want to stay as functional as I can as I age even older. And so that is part of my journey. And what I would like to do is show you some of that journey and how I plan on staying healthy and staying active. And part of that is diet, part of that is exercise. I'll just call it movement. I would say to you that if you aren't moving, start moving. If walking is amazing for you, if you're not walking and you're not doing anything, start incorporating a little bit of that into your life. And I think that can only benefit your health, right? Movement. Your body was designed to move. Let's move it. You got to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. So, Aaron is a little bit slow back here.
Yeah, I hate cutting tomatoes.
I know, and I need a sharper knife. Both of my knives have been sad at the best. So we're going to look at the pico. We're going to start putting the nopales on the grill. We're going to see if we can at least get some of that visualization for you. And then we're going to put, like I said, if we go over 30 minutes, we're going to just show you some pictures on Facebook. Maybe we'll make some videos as we're eating it on YouTube. I haven't decided what is the best way to do that, how we can get quicker so that this isn't a long, drawn out, boring show. I talk a lot. I can talk a lot. Like one of the greatest things that I want to impart to people is health. Like how can we get healthier, right? So I think that here in America, we can do that one way by eating better. And look, I am the person who lived in the fast food drive-through. I am making amends. I am trying to reverse some damage that I've probably done to my own arteries, right? So once again, my goal is to not die from a heart attack, not have a stroke, not have diabetes. And I think that one of the key components is your diet. And I think that you have a lot of control over that. And it's simply making 1% better choices every day. That's my belief. Maybe you don't believe that, and that's cool. But also, I'm trying to find ways that we can incorporate. Maybe you don't cook, right? So maybe we can start talking a little bit about some of the things that I choose when I go to restaurants and stuff like that. I eat mainly vegetables. If they sometimes throw some cheese on that, I pull most of it off, but I don't take it back to the kitchen. My wife cooks with oil. A lot of the people that she is around cook with oil. And do I eat vegetables that are cooked in oil sometimes? Absolutely. But I would suggest to you that you want to limit the amount of the processed oil that you take in your life. You want to limit the amount of meat and dairy. And I think that I am wholeheartedly for you if you're an omnivore. I'm wholeheartedly for you if you're plant-based. And what I'm trying to do is have you take on some more eating some whole plants, right? Crowding out some of the other stuff by finding some whole plants to eat. I also think that it's a lot easier to lose weight if you eat whole plant-based diet because the amount of calories that's in all these tomatoes is probably less than a very small amount of oil. And your stomach is not going to stretch with a very small amount of oil. It's not going to recognize that it's full. There's also this thing called the ileal break. When you start getting greens and some of the thylakoids in your diet, this too is going to have your body recognize I'm full. And I think that helps with satiation, right? So I remember writing an essay years ago about the oil satiation, but there's also the ileal break, which recognizes when you eat a lot of thylakoids, which are found in green leafy vegetables. So start getting some green leafy vegetables in your diet, and you will start feeling full, and you won't overeat. You won't take on too many calories, more than are necessary for you. Also, like I said, movement, getting better at movement, finding ways to incorporate movement, finding hobbies that have you moving, cutting out a specific time of your day where you commit to, I'm going to move, I'm going to walk. Or sometimes what I like to do is I park my car in the farthest parking spot so that it forces me to walk, right? So that's another little thing that you can do for yourself. All right, so we're going to put on some of these nopales. We're going to put on some of these jalapenos. And that sounds almost authentic, right? I've been practicing my Spanish, folks. Anyway, I'm going to eat this carrot. I'm going to go more by what they look like than the timer because my phone is being used for you guys to watch this here. So I'm hoping that I do about what did you say? 5 minutes on each side?
Yeah.
5 minutes on each side. I'm going to try to get a little bit of a char. Here's the caveat about char, though. Char produces AGEs, especially on meat, but even on vegetables, maybe. AGEs are not the best thing for us. Having said that, these may not be clean the best either. When I first felt these, I did not feel any of the stickers on there, but there may be a little bit on here. All right, grilling some Nopales. Nopales. Two jalapenos. Hatch green chilies. The temperature on the outside was 500 degrees. No, I lied. Let me see here. Yeah, it was about 500 degrees when I started this. I'm opening it up, so it's going to be a little cooler now. I'm going to go more by sight than time. I'm not really a good enough cook to do that yet. But we're going to keep an eye on these. We're going to use tongs to flip these. And we're going to just hope things turn out for the best. Rice. Let's talk a little bit about rice.
Rice, I think you just need to do it to the amount, just like for it to soak up enough water.
We should have. Okay, so here's a little caveat about rice. Rice has arsenic in it. Most rice has arsenic. It's better to soak it, pour off the soaking. We didn't do that today. We may be getting a little more arsenic today than what we really need. We are going to put this in. Typically, if you have white rice, you want to go 2 cups to 1 cup. 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. The darker the rice is, you get to wild black rice, you may want even more. But it's 3 to 1 when you get to brown rice. We're going to do a combination of white rice and brown rice. So we're going to do a little more than 2 to 1. I'm also going to add some vegetable broth to this instead of water. So we are going to get us a pan that is hopefully not too hot. And I'm going to use, normally I love to use whole garlic. For expediency, I've just got some garlic powder. 1 cup. I know I talk a lot of times about doing the Rachel Ray method, but today we're going to get a little bit more exact. That is probably a little over 3/4 cup of brown rice, which is what I have left. I have 2 cups of water right here. I'm going to finish that off with a little bit of. All right. This will need to come to a boil once I get it going. There's 2 cups. I'm going to finish this off with some white rice. So today we're just going to do a little more than 2 cups. I'm going to put a ton of crazy spices. When I get done, I'm going to put a little bit of diced tomatoes. Once again, like I said, canned vegetables are not the best, but if given the choice between canned vegetables and meat, I'm going to choose canned vegetables, right?
So obviously it's going here, right?
Yes. I'm going to put a little more than 2 cups of water in here. We're going to bring this to a boil, if we can, on this grill. This is 4 cups of water. I'm going to put a little bit more water in there. Probably a little too much. Probably getting closer to about 3 cups. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to see if we can get that to a boil on the grill. We're going to just start adding some spices. I've got some onion powder. I've got some ground coriander. I've got some garlic powder. Tiny bit of parsley flakes. I'm going to put some whole coriander and some whole cumin, some Trader Joe's mushroom stuff, and lots of black pepper, master spice. If you're not into black pepper, don't use as much as I do because I'm totally into it. Because we're boiling this for a while, dry spices are amazing, and you put them in early with dry spices. If you're using the herbs, I would suggest you put them later in the cooking process. We're also going to put a little bit of okay, so there is some garlic powder. Here is some onion powder. Here is some ground coriander. That one's not coming out too quick. Aaron left me. Woo-hoo-hoo! Mushroom. That's not a traditional Hispanic thing, I don't think. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. We're going to do a little bit of cumin. Cumin! Hey, we had a little bit of talk about cumin before. There is a lot of salicylic acid in cumin. Cumin is good for you. It's used a lot in barbecue type recipes. To me, it gives like kind of a smoky flavor to it. Cumin seed, whole cumin seed. We'll put a little bit of that in there also. We're going to put a little bit of whole coriander. What the hell? Not a lot. These are whole coriander seeds. And we're going to put some parsley flakes. And we're going to put some black pepper. We're going to try to get that to come to a boil on the grill. Might take me a little longer. I don't use this grill enough. The seeds are the nopales are already starting to sweat. Some people complain that nopales can get a little bit slimy if you boil them. The two major, there's probably at least 3 ways you can cook nopales, but grilling helps with the sliminess. I love a lot of black pepper. I'm going to put a lot of black pepper in here. We'll probably put more later. And I'm going to try not to burn myself in this cooking show, even though that's what you want me to do. I'm going to dump a little bit of this vegetable. And we're going to see how that goes.
Just going to squeeze the lime in there?
Yep, just all of them. It's supposed to be about a 1/4 cup. Try not to get the seeds in. Other than that, you can just do it this way. Or if you're a little more anal, you can squeeze your limes into a dish or a cup or something. Black sesame seeds, what the hell? Might as well. Black sesame seeds are really good for you, but not a traditional Mexican ingredient. Once we get done, we're going to do some avocado slices. We're going to garnish a little bit with some cilantro. Some people don't like the use of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you probably put parsley. It's a similar taste, but some people don't like parsley. And then with the rice, I'm probably going to do a little bit of diced tomatoes. Remember my little caveat, cans are probably not the healthiest, but I would suggest that the can of diced tomatoes is way better than the steak, especially if all you're eating is steak and potatoes. If you're a steak and potatoes kind of person, this channel is not for you. Get off my channel. So anyway, how long have we gone? Like I said, we're going to try to limit this to 30 minutes. We're getting very close. Travis Kahn, thank you. Jamie, thank you. Valerie, thank you for joining us. It was amazing to cook with you. And like I said, if you would like to come cook in person or virtually, where you show me what to do. I would love to have that discussion with you. You guys have a great one. And I think we're going to post some videos as static videos on Facebook and maybe YouTube. All right, guys, you have a great day. We'll show you pictures of what this looks like when we're done. And we'll see you next Saturday. What should we cook? Tell us what we're going to cook. Or Aaron gets to pick it. Are you going to let Aaron pick it again? All right, have a great day. Talk soon. Bye. In the stream, please. This guy's driving me nuts. Good job. Yeah, it's pain to cook and talk. And I think these things, where's my... These things are already... Awesome. Yeah, let that set for a little bit. Good job. Awesome. That looks amazing. That lid is not whole. I only got it here. I only brought it here for trying to keep flies off if flies started showing up.
Whew, I got sweat in my eyeball.
You want another drink or you all good?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to finish mine now. I'm going to off my mouth. Hit it. Good job. This is what I would like to do too. It's like finding a way to make it squish in 30 minutes. Like we're doing a good job because I cut it off at 30 minutes. But what's the most important part? Like to me, it would have been like maybe if these had spines on them, how to process the prickly pears. But anyway, like I said, it's Chaos Kitchen. That's getting better each time. Each iteration is better. Is this rice boiling yet? And how to, can you look up and see how long rice is supposed to? I'm going to take this inside because I don't know how to get this to boil on the grill without closing it.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. We got cilantro all over my hand.
I
Who do you think did that?
don't know.
I love cilantro. There's like a genetic thing. Some people hate.
Oh, I read that
cilantro.
too.
And it's funny because a lot of Mexicans love cilantro. I love cilantro. Yeah, this side grill, the side burner doesn't seem to be working, which is great.
Says 18 minutes or until rice is tender and water is absorbed.
So you boil and then you bring it down to a slow boil? You don't know.
I need some strawberries. They look green.
He's looking a little naked. And a little salsa.
Do you like pina colada? Wait.
Can you check that one every once in a while? Just make sure that they don't burn.
Yes.
That one is totally blackened. Yeah, the pads are what I'm most worried about. Move that one kind of over here where it's the girl feet. That one I think is close to the one. That one I would do the same thing. That one I would move even further over. And this one I would put that right where the high speed is. And then
People always say the summertime's for grilling. I say the winter time is.
I do too. Well, you got two things here. Yes, I heat up my house. Like even now, you've got yes. All right, watch those for a little bit. Make sure stuff doesn't burn too much. You done with this one? Awesome. Good job with that pico. Looks good.
It's like,
Most of the recipes I say add salt. I don't add salt to anything when I cook because I know in restaurants I'm getting more than enough salt.
yeah, I just got my blood work, so.
Awesome. What blood work did you do?
Well, I was trying to see if I was like diabetic or anything because like I shake a lot, and I don't know why. I have for a long time. My mom thought maybe it was something like that before, but I never was tested. So I got all my blood work done for that, and then they said I have high bad cholesterol, low good cholesterol, and high triglycerides.
I would say the more veggies you can do, the less meat and oil. It can only help with that.
They told me that I need omega-3 fish oil and flax seeds.
I don't personally use omega-3 oils, but if you want to, try it. I think they're made from fish, but do more research on your own. You know what I'm saying? I think the best way to go, I would eat more beets. Beets are for blood pressure. More flax seeds will help with your blood pressure. When you use flax seeds, you can buy whole flax seeds and then grind them. That's the best. But like I've been eating a lot of Ezekiel bread. It's expensive, but it's got flax seeds in it. It's not, like I said, the best because you're not grinding them yourselves. When you grind a whole seed yourself, you're getting the most of that phytonutrient that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, my opinion, staying away from fish oils and stuff, I would do as much research as you can about that. But if you want to try it, try it. And if I were you, I would, if you're going to eat meat, try to substitute salmon for it. If you can afford wild salmon, I think it's better than farm-raised salmon. But these are all what I would do if my LDL were high. All right, let's start cutting up those leaves, those pads.
All of them?
Yeah. I'm going to go inside and see if that rice is boiled yet. Make sure there's enough fluid in it.
Just cut them in like strips?
Thin, like
Okay.
green beans, like really thin strips.
Okay.
And then take the chilies off. Or do you think the chilies are done? I think they're close. You might let some of them get a little bit more brown if you want. Take all the seeds out of the jalapenos if you don't mind.
Okay. Shit, dude. Oh.
Awesome. This is for us. I'm gonna just start warming up the beans. Normally I rinse beans, but I'm not going to this time. And throw some vegetable shit. Vegetable broth.
Shit.
Let's see. Add a little bit of luscious to it also.
I think I turned all that off. I don't know. Okay.
They look on. I'll turn the bottom part off in a minute. I don't want that one there.
I'm feeling earthy.
I'm going to take this inside. Thank you for all you're doing. That is amazing. Sean. Yeah, I know that most of my knives need to be sharpened a lot. Who's that with? Alright, trying to figure out why that doesn't work. This is actually pretty clean. Now,
Hi, baby. Cooking. Cooking. Cutting stuff up. I'm cutting up food. What are you doing? I'm with my uncle. We're cutting up. It's cactus. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, well, Titi's got to finish. She'll call you in a little bit. You got to listen to your mommy, okay, baby? I'll call you in a little bit, honey. I love you.
Cheers. Take a little bit of that char off too, like not all of it. Scrape some of it off. If you can. I think char will add some flavor, but it's all black.
Okay. See, I already cut it, so. How do you want the jalapenos cut?
Just take the seeds out. Yeah, you can unwrap them like that. I just want the seeds out because the seeds are where the heat is. Kate won't eat those even without the seeds. But I think for other people, like if you want to make, and jalapenos come in amazingly different. You know what I mean?
Some of them will be fucking hot as fuck.
Yes.
Some of them won't be
Exactly.
hot.
You got some that don't have any fucking heat, and you got some that are like, holy shit. There's a lot. To me, of the chilies I've tried, they have the most variability. You know what I mean? Like, I know that if I get a Scotch bonnet, my asshole will burn when I take a shit. That's my answer. It's not me. How about this? We do one and slice it just like these, and we mix it in there.
Okay.
And try not to get the seeds in there.
All right.
Do you want to wash your hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. This is our game. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Stop. Okay. No more playing review. But can't wait for it though.
I need some strawberries. It looks green.
It's looking a little naked. And salsa.
Do you like pina colada? Wait, are you mixing it after the strawberry?
My strawberry pina colada sitting on the beach getting sick.
Damn, we better pineapples. More liquor.
It's just Malibu. Good. I got this big strawberry on the top. Really cute. But can't wait for it though.
I need some strawberries. It looks green.
It's looking a little naked. And salsa.
Do you like pina colada? Wait, are you mixing it after the strawberry?
My strawberry pina colada
in here to get cool?
No. The timer went off.
Oh, okay.